Hello, it's ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. And today we're talking about lending money from friends. Lending money from friends. And it brings up the old adage, one of my favorite quotes: a friend in need is a pest. A friend in need is a pest, Clyde. To discuss this, I've got Suckerhorn. And I've also got Clyde on the channel. Good morning, Clyde.
Good evening, Ponif. How are you doing?
Not too well. Not too well. Not very well at all.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I just wanted to say to you, by the way, I've got one of my fans sent me the new US dollar banknote. I don't know if you've seen this one. This is the new banknote coming out.
Nice.
The $100.
Doesn't have, okay. Shouldn't the building have Trump across it? See, the building doesn't have Trump. The building doesn't have Trump across it, so it's obviously not authentic.
I see. Now, Clyde, I want to talk to you. You've done some debt recovery work before. You did some collections in your younger days. Yeah. Never a lender or borrower be. You heard that saying before, haven't you?
Yeah, actually, Shakespeare, I believe.
Now, tell me this. Oh, by the way, A Friend in Need is a Pest. That's from the UK series Minder with George Cole and Dennis Waterman. Now, what I wanted to ask you is there, Clyde. So have you lent money from friends before?
No, that generally ends friendships.
Okay. Well, see, what happens is I've got a few friends who've always let it be known that they're quite well off. They're quite successful.
Right.
And they've continued to tell me that. Hello, just before we go on, speaking of good friends, speaking of great friends, I've got the Suckerhorn on. Hello, John. How are you?
Hi, g'day, Clyde. How's things, guys?
Hey, Suckerhorn, speaking of friends there, I'm going to send you a new tie, by the way.
Another one.
This is a hand-painted lobster tie. It came from...
Don't you want to wear it? Don't you want to wear it?
Well, I'm thinking about actually keeping it, but the black would go with your suit and your shirt.
Yeah, I wear black all the time.
Now, John, today's topic is lending money from friends. Okay. To quote one of my favorite TV shows, Minder, that's with George Cole and Dennis Waterman. A friend in need is a pest.
Yeah, agreed.
What do you think, John?
You found that out this week the hard way, haven't you?
Now, I was just saying to Clyde, I've had a few fans and friends who've let it be known that they are very, very successful. They are, to use Charlie Sheen's comment, they are winning. They are winning. They've got one of them's got a huge business. Well, actually, two of them have got huge businesses. They're mover and shakers. Nothing is too... They've always told me when I've spoken to one of these guys, he's always told me he's helped his friend out. He lent one of his friends $100,000 US. It's a long story. He lent another friend $20,000. So, you know, he's always said to me, he's always let it be known, if ever I needed help, they would be there for me.
Yeah.
And to cut a long story short, we had one fan this week. I don't want to name names. Please, guys, this is very important. We cannot name names, okay? We've got to protect the guilty. One fan this week here actually rang Suckerhorn, told Suckerhorn, hey, I'll help Arch. He then proceeded to ring me, get the kudos. Arch, if you need 5 to 10, I'll back you. No problems at all. And then what happened is, in the conversation, I kind of said to him, hey, that sounds great. Thank you so much. After I was licking his ass as you do on the phone. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. You're a wonderful guy. You're a wonderful friend. I said, actually, let's do it. If you don't mind, I will take you up on it. How about 5? And I could tell there were cracks. There were cracks in the foundations, okay? There were cracks in the foundations because he said, oh, what about some security? And I'm thinking, hang on a minute. You just said to me, you're a big swinging dick with a huge business, turning over millions of dollars. And now you've told me, what about some security? I thought that's a little bit odd. So I just left it. I just left it be there. I thought, oh, okay. Okay. Then what happened is I sent him an email. I sent a few emails out.
Hang on, one sec. Keep going.
Yeah. So I sent him an email. Hello, in a bit of a tight spot. If you could lend me 5,000 Aussie for a few months, I would greatly appreciate it. You'll be reimbursed by Christmas 2017 at the latest. And then I gave him, I said, if you could put into either of I got 2 Aussie bank accounts. Either one is fine. Happy to give you a watch as security. Have either Rolex Explorer 2, Omega Speedmaster, or IWC Ingy. I can leave watch with John till you're reimbursed or whatever, because this guy's a bit of a, I said I could even leave the watch with John because he's a bit of a, he's always traveling, this guy, in case, you know, he didn't want to have the hassle. Kind regards, Archie. So I took him up on his offer. He's gone around, got the kudos. He's gone and big noted himself. I'm going to help Archie. I told Archie I'll back him for 5 to 10. Then I gave him the bank account details, and then he sent me a reply. The reply was this. I'll just tell you the reply, okay? Hi, Paul. I've decided against loan. You can see he's nervous. You can see he's a little bit on the back foot because he's made a few grammatical errors. Hi, Paul. I've decided against loan you the money as the repayment time is too long. Hang on a minute. I said I'd need it for a few months. If you said to me, I can only lend it to you on the condition it's 1 or 2 months, I would have said, okay, we could do that. I didn't realize this was the breaking point. Asking you to repay in a shorter period of time is an irresponsible thing for me to ask, which is why I have decided to not loan you the money. All I can say is, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I said, no worries. This is my reply to him. No worries. You were the one who offered. No problem. No hard feelings. Then I got a bit shitty. I had a few drinks. And I got, you know, that nasty white wine I drink. I got a bit of a sting. I wanted to leave a bit of a sting. And I said, I don't actually understand why you even rang me if you had no intention of actually going through with it. Very disappointed. Anyhow, no worries. Just 1 minute, guys. And sorry, I just had a cup of tea being delivered here.
They deliver cups of tea in Brisbane?
Yes, that's correct. I've got a service agreement in place. Now, I got to tell you, right? I'm going to have to cut back on that, mind you. Now that I'm on a budget and I've got no loans coming in, I'll have to cancel that service. Now, I wanted to say to you, now Now, I like to keep things live on air. I don't discuss this off air. I want to go on air just to see you guys' reactions. Now, that friend there, so he's whimpered away. He's gone around big noting himself. I'm going to lend Archie 5 to 10 grand. I'll cover it, no problem. And now he's kind of like the dog that's been kicked. You know, the dog with the growl. Ow, ow, ow. He's whimpered out. Whimpered out. So now, Clyde, that's what's happened this week. John, just listen to me. I've got an update for you. I want to tell you this personally whilst you're on the phone.
Is this a better one than the one last night?
Okay. Now, no. Let me go on. So then I had another fan came to me and said, "I'll cover you. I will cover you." And anyhow, guess what's happened there? So this is what's happened. Okay, another fan has rung me up and said, "Hey, I'll cover you. No problems there." He said to me, "The way it works is this. I will show you what it cost me in sterling. For example, to send 10,000 Aussie at today's exchange rate will be 5,913 Great British pounds. You send me back 5,900. So he's basically saying he's going to send it to me in sterling, and then I just send him the same amount of sterling back when I'm repaying it. Okay? So he rang me up and said it'd be going in on Wednesday his time, which is Thursday my time. And then I said, of course, no problem at all. So yesterday, Friday, my time, it hadn't turned up. I've just checked the bank accounts too, by the way, John. Johnny, I just checked all my accounts. Nothing's turned up overnight, just in case. And here we go. I said, I'm a bit worried about the money. I'm a bit worried the money has not hit my account. I think the bank is having a lend of me. Just confirming money sent. Okay, heard nothing. Oh, that whimpering dog that gets kicked. You know when you're at the Christmas... You know when you're at the Christmas table having dinner at Aunt Maud's house and there's that fucking chihuahua who growls at you? Then he gets a bit nasty when you're eating Christmas dinner and you just give it a kick across the room. He didn't expect you to be violent, you know? You know, when Aunt Maud wasn't looking, you belted the shit out of him. You know, you kicked him across the room. He goes flying across the room. He knows not to cover. So anyhow, I said, don't worry about the loan. Seems to be unfair of me to take you up on your offer. Just forget it. But please, no more bullshit from you on how great you are. I've had enough of these charades. So guess what? He sent me a reply. He said, Archie, I had a really late night last night. I took a client to the airport 2 a.m. This morning. Had no sleep. Only just woke up. He's trying to say, he's had his own problems. I'll sort it out in the next few days. Been very busy. So I've come back to him. Just forget the bullshit. Okay, so that one's gone. Now, I've done something you told me not to do, John. Johnny?
Oh, you didn't send that off to him. The other one, did you?
Yeah, this is the multi-millionaire friend who's always let it be known he'd help me out with money. I sent him that last night, and geez, did that cause a storm? Okay? Did that cause a storm? Because I said to him, don't worry about the loan. Seems to be unfair of me.
Is he paused on your end, John?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not good about the Brisbane line.
Do you need to go over and reboot him or something?
Rebooting. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Like with the boot? Like the Simpsons episode. Oh, how you doing?
Good, mate. Good. What's been happening?
Well, went to Pittsburgh. My youngest graduated from high school.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, well done.
Oh, actually, yeah. He's going to go into training, tradesman, learn electrical repair, maybe a little bit of air conditioning and heating sort of thing. So I guess he saw Dad struggle enough practicing law. He didn't want to do that anymore.
Sorry about that, guys. I lost you there for a minute. Guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys? I told you. Anyhow, he exploded last night.
He exploded. What happened?
He told me he was getting his sister, because it's a long story, but he says to me, because I went to him on the Monday, said, hey, I sent him that text saying, can I lend 5?
Yeah.
He immediately, on the Tuesday, he came back to me and he said, no problems. He wanted it repaid in his choice of currencies, depending on what's to his advantage.
Yeah.
So it'd either be repaid in US dollars, pounds sterling, or Aussie dollars, depending on what's more advantageous for him at the time. He wanted it paid in a lump sum. I said, no worries. I started licking his ass again, saying, thank you. You're a greatest friend a man can have, you know, the usual bullshit. So when nothing turned up, I went and told him, I gave him that standard reply there.
Which one was that one? Hang on, I've got
you know, don't worry about the loan. Seems to be unfair of me to take you up on the offer. Just forget it. But please, no more bullshit from you on how great you are. I've had enough of these charades.
Oh, yes.
Anyhow, he's exploded.
Oh, he's exploded.
He's come back to me and said,
oh.
fuck off, you stupid childish prick. All right? That's what he said to me.
What?
He said, his maid left this week. He's got problems with his servants. The maid left this week. I sent a message 3 days ago about the problem. Grow up and start acting your effing age.
Oh.
And I said, please stop the bullshit. I won't ever ask again. You are no different, because he always complains about his millionaire friends who are only interested in themselves. I said, you're no different to your millionaire friends, only interested in yourself. He goes, get fucked, you wanker. So I said to him, I never asked for anything from you. Just one time and you let me down. Only one time. A short loan and it was too hard for you. And he goes, go fuck yourself. Your own dad isn't offering, is he, you twat? Why? Look at the date. Okay.
Oh.
So then he's saying he was trying to organize it, right? This guy's trying to organize this loan. And I said to him, I bought heaps of stuff from you over the years. He goes, you are a fuckwit.
Tell him how he was trying to organise it. You know, about something. Tell him how they were trying to organise it.
Well, he's basically said that he doesn't have access to his online bank account because he can't. It's just. But I remember being 18 months ago in his apartment when he did. It was working fine. So it's all bullshit, John. It's all bullshit. I said, I've always paid quickly, introduced good clients to you, then you abuse me. He goes, what a wanker. I have no online access. He's trying to blame it. It's not his fault. He's been busy. His maid's left. The dog's been sick. The dog's pissed on the bedspread. And he wants it to be known that he's tried, but just the system has let him down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a cunt.
Yeah, so anyhow, I said to him, I remember you going online 18 months ago, but don't worry, I don't want your loan. I said, you burn everyone. He says, well, good. I wouldn't give to a child. Go ask your brother or dad and grow up. This is what he says, right?
Oh,
I said, please don't piss me off. I told you I don't want your loan. He goes, get fucked. I said to him, I can see your true colors. I don't want anything from you. He goes, dick. I said to him, I helped him with some personal matters he had when he's getting divorced. I said to him, watch your mouth, otherwise you'll regret it. I don't want anything from you. Lousy. Anyhow, you can't be wrong because you have more money than me. I don't want anything from you. You go fuck yourself. What a nasty cunt you are, attacking me. I only asked for help I only asked you for help once. It is clear you aren't interested. So be it. I don't care. I don't need your bullshit lies. I asked for help and you avoided me. Fair enough, but no need to go aggressive on me. That's all. You need owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. I'm not your family. You never listen to anyone but yourself. You never listen to me anyhow. You have much more money than me. You are much more successful than me. All cool. I only asked you for help once and you were a lousy cunt. You burn friends like paper. I hope you're happy. For anything. Lousy fucking friend you turned out to be. Fucking lousy. This is what I said to him. Then you want to abuse me. And yeah, that's how it's gone. There's a spew of stuff that came out and all this.
This is after I said don't contact him.
Yeah. And you were right, John. Both of these people have said, look, I'm very busy. I was just about to do it. Now that you've abused me, go get stuff. That's what they've said. They've got a very polite out. And I've called bullshit. I've said, you were never going to help me. Stop the bullshit. Stop the charades. Just leave. So, John, what do you think?
Well, I don't think I'll get to see his apartment in Bangkok now, will I? I think I've missed out on that.
Yeah, I think you did, Jono. So that's the way it goes. So what do you think? Have you ever lent money from a friend's, John?
Yeah. Yeah, I've lent money to friends and from friends.
And has it ended badly?
I'll give you an example. One bloke rang up. He said, "Oh, I want to borrow $7 grand." So, how are you going to pay it back? He said, "I'll pay you back at $40 a month." And I said, "Oh, yeah, how long is that going to take you to pay back?" I said, "No." I'm not lending to you on those terms. Well, then he starts abusing me about, you go to the casino and betting on this and that and blah, blah, blah. And what do? It's my money. I'll do what I want.
175 months, John, at $40 a month.
175 months.
Yeah. That would take, I'll just tell you, 14.5 years, John.
I said, "What do you want to do this?" He said, "I saves me paying back my bank card." Like that was his credit card arrangements or something. He wanted me to be his credit card. I haven't spoken to him since. He hasn't rung up for a loan since.
And how about you, John? How about you, Mr. Clyde? Have you lent money from friends?
Very short term, very small amount.
How much?
Oh, like 20 or 30 bucks here and there.
20, 30 bucks. If you check the fucking paper, check the paper boy, 20 or 30. Like 10%'s not unfair borrowing. Like somebody walks into your pawn shop, and they want to borrow 50 bucks. They've got something worth 200, or 500. You give them 50. Charge them 10%. Give them 50. They come back, 28 days later with 55. But not everyone's got a pawnbroker's license, have they?
Nope.
So anyhow, what do you think, guys? Do you think those friendships could be salvageable?
No,
yes.
Not with the bloke in Bangkok. I told you not to speak to him. I told you yesterday, the minute you say something to him, he's going to go off and he's going to make up all these excuses. The Buffalo's. That's a good one. But he sacked the maid.
The maid's sick. The maid's in hospital.
What's wrong with her?
Actually, I think it can be salvaged. I think you should start drinking heavily right now and then call them back immediately.
Well, so nothing.
To be honest with you, I'm sick of their big noting. I'll tell you now, I'm sick of their big noting all the time. They just go on about what great guys they are, how they'd always help me out if I was stuck. Well, I've asked you for help once. I'm not going to ask ever again. I got another friend who's offered to lend me money.
What about the big note? You did check your bank account. You did check that the money wasn't in your bank account. Well, you've been
sending a text message to. I got one friend who offered to lend me money. Right.
Another one.
I'm just saying, please ignore my request for a loan.
Yeah.
3 friendships
Fuck.
ended when I asked. Nobody lent anything, and I am down 3 friends. Okay, how's that? Is that okay?
Who are you sending that to?
It's the last friend I had up my sleeve.
You don't want to lose another one.
Yeah, I think we might just leave that there. They've, you know, I don't know what to say. It's look, I've decided to just slow down. If I've just got to, I'm not too badly off. I needed the money for something for a short period of time, but I think that's not going to happen. And I can tell you one thing for sure. Even if it does happen, don't lend the money from friends. Don't lend money from friends. Don't lend money from friends. It is a bad idea. It is a very, very, very bad idea. It is dumb. Lending money from friends is dumb. It's dumb. They make promises to you, but they've got no intention of following through with it.
What the fuck was in that tea?
What did you say the other day about you want to cease a friendship? Ask them, lend some money from.
You want to end the friendship as soon as possible? Ask them to lend some money.
Oh,
and I tell you what, even the Suckerhorn, you've been stunned. One of those people there who rang you up personally and said, "Oh, I'll back Archie 5 to 10." Did that surprise you? Tell me the truth, John. I really want to get the nitty gritty out of you. That's why you're on this program, to get the nitty gritty. Were you surprised? He rang you up, big notes himself. I'll back Archie 5 to 10. Not a problem. What did you think, Jono?
Well, it was 2. I was sort of, it was one I was more shocked about, than the other. One is sort of, I think, attempting to make some sort of, identity for itself, and sort of, like he's big noted you before in the past about, supplying, aeroplane flights, and that never came to fruition either. And no, it's all right. You don't have to pay for business class. I'll go economy, Archie says. Never heard from him. Yeah, that was what, strike 1 or something. Like there's been many more. What was it? What was it? Yeah, I've had enough of your charades. Oh, what a lovely comment. That puts him right back in his box. I don't think we'll be hearing or seeing him anymore.
Yeah, at least the bullshit can stop. That's one good thing, is that at least the bullshit can stop. And I got to be honest with you. I needed that money to pay some lawyers' bills. That's why I haven't been so receptive to Clyde. Clyde, don't take it personally, but your profession just a little bit irritates me at times, okay?
Got nothing to do with Clyde. Next subject, new video. What are we talking about?
Yeah, well, anyhow, lending money from friends. So I just want to go back there. So what do you think, tips? How do you ask friends for money? Maybe I've done it wrong. Maybe I have done it all wrong. So I want to ask you, Suckerhorn, first. Please tell me, how do you ask friends for a small loan? Well, how would you do it? What amount do you ask? Like, do you pitch 5,000 to 1, or do you break it up and say, look, could you lend me $1,000? How do you do it, Jono? Come on, let's ask the professionals' advice. The monger's monger. You've been short on funds at all. With your hobbies, you've definitely been short. Tell me how you would do it, Jono.
My hobbies, I've been short. I normally go and take off.
How do you ask a friend for money? How do you ask one friend for 5, or do you split it up a bit? What do you do? Tell me what you do.
You ask 5 friends for 5, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I tried to do too.
You think one's going to jump in?
Yeah, I've got 3 down, three have turned bad. So tell me, John, what did I do wrong? Dad, I'm going to ask you, Granddad, what did I do wrong? And what would I learn for next time?
I think a little bit when you put up the video about, you know, you needed, you know, and donate. I think within 2 or 3 vids, you put up another one, and there's 25 big ones in cash on the table.
That's when I bought that was before I bought the World Time. That's the old footage.
Yeah, we know that. That was from New Zealand. Yeah, we know that. But that sort of wasn't explained at the time. That was old footage. Come over. And, well, what's going on? You know, Archie's asking for and there's 25, you know, big ones on the table. You know, what's happening there? You know, so, you know, I don't know. Maybe YouTube might not have been the place to ask.
Okay. Now, I'm going to talk to Clyde. Clyde?
Yes.
How you deal with desperate people, i.e. the bondsman on the door, you've got people in the can inside. How do you advise your clients to ask for money from friends or relatives? What do you say to them, Clyde?
Pay me or you're going to prison. That's pretty effective.
Your caper, wasn't it, Clive? You used to go around knocking on people's doors.
Yeah, he used to do recovery work. So, Clyde...
Or I'm going to put just as much effort into your case as you pay me.
Does that work?
Oh, yeah, it really does.
Didn't work this week. Did it all?
No. I think the truth is a lot of my friends tend to be bullshitters. They want to big note themselves. They want to be big swinging dicks who, you know, they're the big one. They're the one who everyone looks up to because they've got the most money. But when push comes to shove, the horrid truth is they often don't. They often don't come through. They don't come through with these big noters who make these claims. It's all bravado and bullshit. Nobody really will help you. You've got to keep a little bit for yourself. Nobody will help you. It's very, very disappointing. So just remember that. It's the reality is this is what the world we live in is like. They will not back you. They will kick a man when he's down. Maybe he won't get up. So lending money from friends, I don't know what to say. I was going to ask you if I was successful, Suckerhorn. I was going to ask Clyde, but I'm too scared to ask now.
Well, actually, I mean, look, you're thinking about asking one of us. Look at my background. Look at his. I mean, come on. That's not much. Seriously, I'm not sitting in front of like the Thailand Fort Knox.
Yeah, but the lawyers are shifty at times.
What do you mean at times?
At times.
You don't know the truth. Behind you, there's Fort Knox behind him. I've seen it. So it's just he just puts this persona on, you know.
Well, actually, it occurred to me there is one thing worse than asking friends for money.
What's that?
Asking family for money.
Already did that. That was the first source.
Please tell me you filmed that. You filmed that, right?
No, I'll go back and film it. Okay.
Oh, that would have been Nana Kim like quality right there. Jesus.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to pay, send Archie $5 in Patreon to get the special link to him asking AC2 for money. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
Okay.
I think people would have pitched in for that one.
Okay, guys, let's wrap this show up. Thank you so much for participating. We'll have another live show. We've got another live show coming up.
Okay.
You
We're
filmed
gonna
it and
have-
you just haven't released it yet, right?
Yeah, I'll try. I got another live show. You interested in partaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? We've had some time off.
Okay. Let's just end this one now, and we'll have another live show up in a minute. Lending.